Hey folks, welcome back to Big Daddy's Barbecue Pit. Today, we're going to do beef ribs on the pellet grill. It's going to be savory, real beefy, deep flavor. I think you'll like it. Stick around. Okay folks, well, what we have here today is a 3-bone rib plate, beef ribs, nice and thick, nice and meaty. Real simple recipe today. We got some Worcestershire sauce we're going to put on there. We're going to use our binder. We're going to use some Kosmo's Texas beef and some Kosmo's cow cover. So all kinds of flavor happening on this. Just going to sprinkle this on and rub it in. Give it a good cover. Try not to make as big a mess as I just did. We're going to hit it with the cow cover, or excuse me, the Texas beef. Make sure you get the ends. And then the cow cover. And that's about all we're going to do to these. We're going to go ahead and let them sit here for a few minutes. And then we got our pellet smoker running about 225. It's going to be anywhere from 6 to 8 hours on these ribs. You're going to see a dramatic pullback off the bone of the meat. They're going to break down really nice. These things are going to be excellent, nice and tender and juicy. So stop back, probably about 3 hours. We're going to go ahead and we're going to hit it with a mop sauce and let them finish up. Stick around. Okay, we're going to go ahead and stick this on the pellet smoker, and I'm going to try to keep the fat side or the thick side down towards my hottest end, which on this grill it's down here, and I'm going to kind of try to protect that thin side by keeping it back a little more. Now this will cook about 3 hours. We'll go ahead and baste it, and it'll probably be another 3 to 4 hours. We'll be able to yank these off. I'm going to try to cook them today until about 200 degrees, so stick around. These things are going to be awesome. Okay folks, we're about 4.5 hours into the cook on our beef ribs. We're going to go ahead and put a brisket mop sauce on it from Kosmo's. Boom! Stuff's great. I used it on my last brisket I did. You get a look at this rack of beef ribs here. Starting to pull back real nice, away from the bone. We're just going to go ahead and pour some of this on top. I'm going to mop it on. Just kind of cover that meat. Deepens the flavor a little bit. At this point too, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to insert this meat probe. It's a meter, hooks to your phone. It works great. It not only reads the internal temperature of the meat, but it's also got a temperature thing on it that measures the ambient temperature of the smoker. So I'm going to enter that into the thickest portion, so we can start watching the temperature on the internal. So it's probably about 2 more hours, I'm thinking, 2.5, and this will be done. As you can see, it's looking great already. Can't wait to try it. Stick around. Hey everyone, welcome back. We're going to go ahead and we're actually going to do a recipe with the beef ribs today that is a vegetable, and we're going to roast them here on the big green egg in a cast iron pan. The first ingredient we're going to add is some pancetta. So you can get this at the grocery store. It's diced up already. It comes pre-diced up. We're going to add this in here, and we're gonna brown it up a little bit. Give it a little bit of color, and then we're going to layer the ingredients on top of it. We're going to put some onion in it, some garlic, and we got some seasoning there along with some good veggies that'll go in on top of it. So we're going to brown these up, and then we'll be back in a minute to show you the rest of the layers we're putting on top of this. So stick around. Okay, we got the pancetta browned up. Next ingredient is going to be just one whole diced white onion. We're going to add that in. And you just want to cook these until they become translucent. We'll be back in a minute. We're going to add the rest of our vegetables and garlic. And we'll put our seasoning on it, and we'll let this dish finish off. Stick around. So now that we got the pancetta and the onions done here in the pan, we're going to go ahead and add, these are diced sweet potatoes. So you add them in, as well as Brussels sprouts. Now I know a lot of people aren't real big fans of Brussels sprouts. Try this recipe, you're going to love them. And we're going to put some minced garlic on there. And this is 2 tablespoons of our salt, pepper, and garlic seasonings that we use. Just going to sprinkle that on top. Let it work down in there. This will probably take about 20 minutes, and this whole dish will be done. It's a good vegetable to have. It goes with any meat. You have to give it a try. Check it out. We're going to finish this dish off with some citrus. This is clementines, and we're going to put the juice of 2 of these on here. Hold on. Let me get that. Okay, everybody, welcome back. We've hit our target temperature, which is 195, 200 degrees. You can see we got some good pullback. The color on this is amazing. It really darkened up nice. You can really see the smoke on the top of it. We're going to pull this off, but we're going to let it rest for a little bit, and then we're going to trim it up or cut it up and taste it. Stick around. We're going to go ahead and trim these, or cut these up. As you can see, that pulled away from the bone real nice. Beautiful color. We're going to go ahead and slice them. I'm going to try one of these. I'll probably try this first one here, see how it turns out. You can see it just the knife just gliding through it. Really tender. We'll cut that first rib bone away. And you can see the bark there, the smoke ring, and that juice is just pouring out of that beef. That is beautiful. Yeah. So we're going to give it a shot here. Try to attack this thing without getting myself too messy. Get you some. I tell you, if you haven't ever tried this style of ribs, you need to give it a shot. The cap on the top of that, it tastes like candy. A lot of good flavors in there. A lot of that from the Kosmo's rub that we used, and along with the brisket mop. Turned out really good. I'm just amazed by the amount of juice still left in these ribs. Very good. Give it a shot. Like I said, check us out on Facebook, Instagram. Follow us on YouTube as well. Subscribe to the channel, like it. Get you some.